I've mended my puncture. I've brought the tyre up here today and it stayed up. I'll just get it back on the lawnmower. There we go, all sorted. I'm always going on about this knot that I allegedly invented, which isn't really hardly a knot, that doesn't bind. Let's see if it's true when I tighten it ridiculously well. So it's basically a granny knot. It's a granny knot, but it has 2 extra twists of the top. So it really isn't a knot, it is more of a tangle. And then you leave it to tighten itself without dressing it too much. Let's tighten it really feverishly. Does it slip? Doesn't seem to slip. Okay, that's close to breaking. It's making a sound. It slipped a bit, but it's not relying on that knot to stop it slipping further. Now let's release the pressure. So the question is, will it come undone? And the answer seems to be not easily. Oh, hang on. It is coming, look. It's loosening. Me pulling on those 2 outer ones, it actually loosens it. Bearing in mind that was a very, very tightly tightened up knot. I don't know. Okay, try 2. So let's see if my secret knot has any secrets. So we tie it like a granny knot, then we add that twist and another twist there. So it's more of an entanglement than a knot, to be fair. And you can't really tighten it. You have to let it slip onto that entanglement. So we do that. We let it slip onto its entanglement. And at some point, hopefully, it will become very tight. But the outside of it is still sort of loose. Maybe it will slip tighter. Right, using the lever on the jack. Had a proper handle for this one. The rope's broken, so I think we can safely say that's tight. So can we now undo it? So where I've used it before, it's undoable just by pulling these outside bits. And indeed, that did give. Hang on, get the right ones. And it is pulling undone. There. Needed a bit more of a pull. And it's undone. So we tightened it till this rope broke. At least one of the strands did. And then I was able to undo it reasonably quickly just with my fingers. Now that hasn't been my experience with other knots, like a figure of 8 knot. I can't get that apart. It's just too fiercely compressed. I can't make any impression on it. It just hurts my fingers. Now another knot that people say is very good for getting undone is the bowline. So I want to try that. Okay, this is the rabbit comes out of his hole, round the back of the tree, and back in his hole again knot, as I was always taught it. Now I'm not sure if it's supposed to tie it that way for best strength, or the other way, round the tree this way, and back in his hole here. That's how an internet example showed it that I looked at yesterday, so we'll go for that. And I'll just tighten it up a bit. It's not really a knot designed for tying things up tight. It's more a knot designed for creating a loop or a join, or even a loop then that you can pull on the rope, but you tie it slightly differently. Now let's tighten it up. Okay, it's making a noise. And it's broken. Slacken it off. Can we get that undone? Looks as if it would be difficult. That's a very solid knot. I don't think that's ever coming undone. Not with hands. Oh, that loosened it. Yeah, no, it is coming undone. Just needed to pull it the opposite way to loosen it. Yes. So, yeah, that came undone. Good knot. This is a bowline again, but we're tying it in a different use. We're going to have a loop around here, and then we're going to pull on the other end. rabbit comes out of his hole, it's round the back of the tree and back into his little hole again. Get that little rabbit. Now this is different because it tensions the knot in 2 of its 3 possible ways of being tightened. So it may not work as well for coming undone. Or the jack may not go high enough. To tighten it. Nope, that's okay. Tightened it till it broke. Now let's see if we can get this undone. Yeah, no problem. It comes undone quite easily. Meanwhile, this knot, this is a figure of 8 knot, is really not coming undone. I'm trying to mow under this apple tree, however, you can't mow in a hole, so I'm going to try and grade this bit a bit better so we can mow over it. And fill in a couple of rabbit holes too. a root. Big thick bramble root. How we can get this out? I have an idea. Lorna did good.